take in your band?
Yeah, I didn't even look at it yet. I didn't even look at it yet. There's like, yo, they from Cake. I'm like,
What is up, everyone? You have found the Reverend of Rock YouTube show. I am the Reverend of Rock, Corby Willett, and I got a great show for you guys today. Last week, we were out checking out a Skylit Drive, VRSTY, OVTLIER, HUSK, and Sinful by Nature. We're going to do a show review on that. We also got a good product review, an interesting one, the Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink. Can't go wrong with Bob Ross. We're going to check that out. Also, we're going to check out the new video from Trauma Therapy out of Charlotte, North Carolina called Fix My Heart. My son's going to join me. We're going to watch that and react to it. We got a new pick 3 with 3 brand new songs. We'll throw up some upcoming shows, and then we'll get the flock out of here. Before I dive into the show review, though, I did do something cool over my vacation week, and that was I ran a 5K. And that's a pretty challenging thing for me because I am a chubby man of 51 years old. But I did discover something pretty important because I began to falter about 2/3 of the way through. And as I was running, people were like smiling at me. And that's because I was wearing this cool shirt. But as they were passing me, they were very encouraging. They can tell that I was gassing a bit, and you know, they kept telling me I was doing a good job, and every person that I passed kept me going and kept me going and kept me going. And then the thought occurred to me, and I don't want to get controversial, but I think it's important to share this, is I didn't once think, like, some of these people were probably Democrats, and I'm a Republican. Some of these people were probably gay, and I'm straight. Some of these people were black. Some were white. They were from all walks of life, and nobody cared where I came from. They were just encouraging me to keep going. And what I drew out of that was when you get out and you do something worthwhile, and it sounds kind of counterproductive because I rely on the internet for what I do, but when you get out from behind the Facebook and all of that type of stuff and you intermix with real humans, you find out that people are a little bit better than we give them credit for, and not so judgmental. So my advice is get out and do something, like go to a metal show like I did last week. And before I start this review, I have a humble apology for the band Skylit Drive, who is the headliner. My niece told me that this band is outstanding, and unfortunately I didn't get inside. I am a real minister, and when I feel moved, somebody was struggling in one of the bands, and I didn't want to leave the situation I was in. I had an opportunity to minister to that person. So for that reason, I did not get to see Skylit Drive other than walking in and out, and they sounded all right. The only thing I could really say about them was there were these 3 guys at the bar wearing like Pokemon costumes, and I was positive that was the band. And then when a Skylit Drive took the stage, it wasn't any of them. So I don't know why there were 3 random guys that were wearing Pokemon costumes, Squirtle to be exact. But good for you guys. But anyways, so the show started off with a band called Sinful by Nature. A little bit heavy for my liking. Let's roll the clip. That is Sinful by Nature, getting it started. Good energy, really heavy band. If you like that sort of thing, big flag on the play on my son Jameson. If you go back and watch that clip, you'll see him headbanging up in the front row, and then he's texting Boo, that's a thumbs down for my son. I got to teach him better than that. Anyway, though, he really likes that band. They're good guys, and they got things started. After that was the big surprise of the evening for me, the band HUSK. Now, I avoided going to see this band open for Gemini Syndrome a while back because, you know, they're kind of creepy looking. They got the costumes and the plague doctor masks, and I really wasn't sure where they were coming from, but I did meet them in Pennsylvania last year, and they seemed like good guys, so I decided to go in open-minded, and they surprised the heck out of me. Let's see the clip. That is HUSK. And despite the dark appearance, this is a group of some of the best guys that you can possibly meet. They're into what they do. They work really hard. They support one another. I loved everything that I saw from these guys. I spent probably an hour hanging out with them at this show. Big supporter of HUSK now. If you get a chance to see these guys, without a doubt, you want to check them out. And if you listen, even if you don't like the shtick bands, like the costume bands and stuff like that, you got to look past it with these guys because they're that good musically. I really, really enjoyed them. So after HUSK was OVTLIER. Now, we spin OVTLIER on irockradio.me. You guys know that I'm a DJ there. So I'd heard of these guys. I've heard them before. Never seen them live. Holy Moses. It's hard to hear them with the clip. Gotta be honest with you, Dingbats did not have their best sound people working that night, so it was hard to hear some of these bands. And OVTLIER was one of those that was really difficult to hear, but they were really, really good live. And again, amazing human beings. Let's check out the clip. Again, I'm real sorry about the sound quality. I got an iPhone 14 Max Pro that I like to record a lot of these clips on, and I'm forced to make a choice. I can either stand in the back and give you a crummy view, and maybe it sounds a little bit better, or I could be right up in it. Like, I want to get you guys right into the thick of it, which is where I like to be. So I do sacrifice some sound, and the hopes is that maybe you'll check out OVTLIER on your own on iTunes or wherever else you get your music from. But OVTLIER was incredible. They were incredibly nice and gracious to me. And as we transition to the next clip for VRSTY, At the end of the night, I was leaving, and I said to my wife, "OVTLIER was so nice that I wanted to do a round of shots. And yes, I'm a reverend, and I will do a shot. I have not been drunk in about 25 years, but I do enjoy a beverage now and again. So I bought a round of shots for the guys in OVTLIER at the end of the night. Now, earlier in the night, I had approached Joey from VRSTY a couple of times. And I'm not saying this in an insulting way or a bad way, but he didn't seem interested in wanting to meet a new guy with a strange hat on, even though I've met him before. I know a lot of other bands that are connected to them. He was nice enough, but you could just tell he wasn't into having a long conversation with the Rev. So I just left him be, and I kind of moved on. But I did, like I said, have meaningful conversations with OVTLIER. Great guys. And then when I bought the shot at the end of the night, I look over, and there's Joey from VRSTY moving in on the free shot. Like, it's like, wait, now you want to know me. No, I was teasing him. VRSTY is another, Joe Varela from VRSTY is very talented. He is inspired heavily by Michael Jackson, and you will hear it in all of his music, even though they're very heavy bands. Here's the clip from VRSTY. From across the room, so I finished my drink, stumbled my way over to you. I wanna wait, so take it away now. We can shake the chance and take it down like a tidal wave. I can feel my things like a tidal wave. I know that you want me to. Can we call the things I said? The things I touch my head. I wanna get closer. That's VRSTY from Brooklyn, New York. There's always going to be a tender place for me for the band VRSTY because the concert that really kicked all of this off for me as far as being a DJ and being involved with music was a show in Lidditz, Pennsylvania, and that show was Theory of a Dead Man, 10 years, and VRSTY was the opener. So there's always a place for me there. Joey Varela, the singer, is outstanding. I like the Michael Jackson sound. They've been very good to us over the years. Nothing bad to say about VRSTY. You definitely want to check out their music because they can really bring it, and they are very good live. And then after that was the headliner that did not get seen. Again, I apologize to A Skylit Drive. They were the headliner on that show, and it's kind of sacrilegious. What the hell's on me? Kind of sacrilegious to not see the headliner, but I will make it up to them. A door will be open for me to do that. So that's the show review. If you get a chance to see these bands, you should definitely check them out. I will put links in the show notes for you guys to find their music if you're interested. And with that being said, what do we have next? Well, before we move on, I do want to say this. Okay? The landscape of music has changed. Heavy metal has always been a live music genre. It's definitely it's cool to be at the rock show. It's not so easy to make money anymore with recording. So that's kind of a trade-off. Like, when I was young, you had to have these like demo tapes that you spent an arm and a leg to put out, and even then the quality wasn't that great. Well, now because of computers and such, just with a minimal amount of equipment, you can make a professional quality sounding tune. So that's awesome. But the downfall is because everybody can do that, there's not that much money to be made. So where does a new artist get their money from in order to get off the ground? Well, that comes from merch. So what I want to tell you guys is if you find yourself at the rock show, get a t-shirt. Even if you don't even plan on wearing it, buy a shirt, buy a patch, buy a guitar pick, a piece of jewelry, VIP, whatever these bands are selling. Don't just go to the show and not spend it. And it goes for the venue too. Buy a couple of drinks. Support the venues and support the bands that way, because it's vital. Because there's some great bands that don't get heard just because of a lack of funds. So if you want to support local music, make sure you get in there and you at least come home with 15 or 20 bucks worth of merch. With that said, product review. This one is hilarious. Check it out. What is up, everyone? Reverend of Rock here. Welcome to another Rev Rates Anything from the Jersey Shore on vacation. And this product review is going to be marvelous. Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink, Persian Blue Raspberry. See how this is. Can't go wrong with Bob Ross.
No matter how long it waits while we're doing every ride.
Wow, that's very raspberry. Ooh, yep, high sugar content, 38 grams of added sugar.
Is it good though?
Yeah, but it's not refreshing. See if my heart feels like it's going to explode in like a half an hour or whatever. You know, it just, Bob Ross energy drink just seems kind of like an oxymoron. Like, wasn't that guy calm? And like now I'm going to get all amped up. And Bob Ross energy drink gets 3 roars. It's a gimmick. It's not bad tasting, but you're clearly getting sold on the Bob Ross name. And since the Bob Ross name doesn't go to Bob Ross's family or anybody like that, at your own risk. Thank you for watching this Rev Rates Everything from the Jersey Shore. The Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink. Listen, if you haven't had a chance to see the Bob Ross documentary on Netflix, you definitely want to check it out if you were a fan of that guy, like I was. But I warn you, it is heartbreaking what was done to this guy on his deathbed, no less. So, you know, watch with caution. But there is redemption at the end of it. I'll leave that for you to watch it if you liked it. But, you know, it's funny. A couple years ago, me and my son won a Halloween costume contest, and we won this pretty cool guitar that used to have autographs all over it, but he played it until they all wore off. But I was Bob Ross, and my son was John Lennon. So thanks, Bob. Anyway, what do we got next? We're checking out Jameson joined me to do the reaction video for a new music group out of Charlotte called Trauma Therapy, and this is their new song called Fix My Heart. I am joined by my son, Jamo, the future legend himself.
I already am a legend, but what's going on, everyone?
Alrighty then. That attitude will get you far. What are we watching today?
We are watching Fix My Heart by Trauma Therapy.
Trauma Therapy, new act out of Charlotte, North Carolina, headed by Chris Carrington on vocals. Let's just check it out. Let me first get prepared here.
All right.
I still got hair at 51 years old.
What an old man.
That's the gene pool that you're in, sir.
Gandalf the Grey.
All right, let's get into the video.
All right.
It's been a week since I sat inside this room.
Okay.
Nothing's changed since the last I talked to you. It should come as no surprise.
Got a little Post Malone vibe here.
Post Malone.
Don't ask me one more time how it makes me feel.
I hear Sleep Token a lot.
But you ask me all these questions and you focus on reflection, but you don't know how to make me whole. Tell
Okay. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I know mental health is a big deal to him.
Yeah. Great song.
I'm digging it.
I like the vibe of the song. I like how it changes.
Does that psychiatrist have gauges?
Yeah.
I like that line. Medicine is not the answer. Great tune.
Yeah.
She's got a great voice. I'm not familiar with a lot of his other work. We did see him on stage with Forever May Fall. That sounded pretty good.
Yeah, he's a great singer. I actually like this song a lot.
Oh, the puppy. They make everything better. I like the message of the song.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the same page with this guy for sure. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
What'd you think of that, dude?
I thought it was a really good song.
I enjoyed that a lot. I like the message. You know, we've always been big into the mental health stuff.
Yeah.
Really good job there by Trauma Therapy.
Yeah.
You can find it wherever you get your tunes from, whether it's iTunes, Spotify. Make sure you check that one out.
Yeah, we'll probably he'll probably put this song in his description.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely put it in the description to the episode. Hopefully we see more stuff from them.
Yeah.
So great job. All right, I'm going to get serious for a moment because that song hits pretty close to home for anybody that's dealing with depression, addiction, demons of any kind. And I'm seeing a lot more of that. I mentioned last week at that show that I missed the headliner because I was trying to help somebody through something. Folks, you got to check in with each other. You got to be good to one another. And I got a message for the musicians. You know, I gave the fans the Riot Act to purchase merch and help the bands out. Bands, what you do matters. I don't care if you're a death metal screecher band or if you're singing the high notes of opera. What you do is so vital to the general well-being of the public. You know, as a minister, I could sit and quote Bible scriptures with the best of them. What I'm interested in is what are you leaving in your wake? And many times, if you are an artist performing on stage, you are the last thing that people are going to see before they go home each night. So if you put a smile on their face, you may have just saved their life and not even realized it. So when the grind starts to wear down and things start to get taxing and maybe you're not moving as fast forward as you'd like to, just know that what you're doing is very important. And I at least appreciate you because you give me a reason to come sit behind my mic and talk to my 45 subscribers, which I would like to get to 50. Come on now. 5 people. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share it. Give me a like. Give me a comment. Even if you think I'm a dork, because I'm trying my best to put smiles on people's faces too. So with that being said, I got a pick 3 for you guys. 3 new songs that I want you to check out. Here they come.
Never be. Hold on to what you know. Break between these walls. 'Cause you know, yeah, you know, my love lives. Now you know, now you know, now you know. It's all for you. 'Cause you know, even though my love lives. Go ahead and sell yourself. Respect, let someone else reap what you've sown. You're on your own. Give them a round of applause. Let them keep sinking their claws into your head. But I'd rather kill myself inside. You're the villain. You're a serpent in disguise. 'Cause you're killing me. I can see a glint of mercy in your eyes. How much will it take to sanction this pain? To surrender to sin? To give in to the villain?
That is our pick 3 this episode. We started with Rebate Coupons with Love Lives. That's the 3rd song by Rebate Coupons, and all 3 of them are amazing. And this is a side project. These are 2 of the guys from Monument of a Memory. And it's funny because Monument of a Memory is about as far away from this type of music as you can get, but I love the Rebate Coupon stuff. I like Monument too, but I love the Rebate Coupon stuff. Definitely check out their music, all 3. The second one was Hill Haven. I know this is one of the members of Ice Nine Kills, another kind of side project, but a great song called Psychophants. I don't even know what that is, but it's a great song. It's a fun song, and again, a little bit different than what you used to from Ice Nine Kills. And then lastly, Deadlands. Deadlands is one of my favorite bands. They are the heaviest band in my arsenal personally. They are fantastic live. Casey is awesome. She has a huge Instagram where she just does all kinds of screeching on one take. She'll do Ariana Grande impressions as well. But her band Deadlands is like nothing you've ever seen before. And they are coming to town with OVTLIER, who we saw before in the show review. I am so stoked for that show. It's November 10th. I will definitely be there. So if you're not doing anything, come down to Dingbats in Clifton, New Jersey, and check out Deadlands and OVTLIER. And I think there's a couple other bands there. So those are my pick 3 this week. I will put their stuff in the show notes so you can find the music. And that's about all I got for you. We got a couple of up-and-coming shows. And that will do it for this week's episode. On the next episode, we are going to go old school. Got the Bullet Boys coming up. 2 days after that is Trickster. Get your nostalgia on. We are going to review both of those shows and see if they still have it. A few weeks back, we did Vixen, and we're pleasantly surprised by how awesome they were. So hopefully we get a repeat performance of that. We got Ginger down the road after that, Horns for Hearts. A lot of great shows coming up to review, so we're going to be very busy. Again, hey, folks, if you're not feeling so hot, 988 are the digits to dial. Nobody fights alone. Check in with your friends often. Take them to the rock show. Look for the hat. I'll talk you through. You can also listen to my podcast called the Human Conservation Podcast. If you want to get your Jesus on, anywhere you can find podcasts, you will be able to find the Human Conservation Podcast. And you can also catch me spinning the tunes on irockradio.me daily. So you want to check on over there. That's one of the best stations out there for both old and new music. It's amazing. So check out irockradio.me. Thank you for all the contributors to the show, and we will see you next time.
We're HUSK, and you're still watching the Rev Rates Rock.
Yeah. Jameson, what do you think of the Bob Ross Positive Energy drink?
It is very blue raspberry, you're right. I feel positive though. Hey Dana.
Do you feel positive?
Yeah, I do. I feel very positive.